And welcome back. Got the dugout camera. First pitch in there to Kaylee Westfall is a strike. The Waupun Warriors are the visiting team here in this contest. In there for a strike number 2. Couple of changes, not too many. Madden Sanders is on the mound for Turner Trojans. That's the only change that's here. That's going to be a ball in that changeup. Three and 2 is the count. Hope you're going to enjoy this second broadcast. I know that we're excited about an opportunity to bring it to you. We love every opportunity we can to keep covering softball here. That's going to be hit on the ground to the third baseman, picks it up, fires, and that's going to be a throwing error. No, I don't know. Yeah, I think it's going to be a throwing error. I wasn't sure if we'd give the error to the first baseman.
Westfall reaches on the error, brings up number 13, Eddie Braun.
She reaches on the error by the third baseman on the throw. And brings up the designated hitter, I thought. No? Designated player, Eddie Braun. In the 2 spot. Just trying to get used to the quick change. Westfall's going to take off. She's going to get tagged out on the throw.
Westfall thrown on at second base for out number 1.
Two and 1 is going to be the count now to Addie Braun. It doesn't happen very often, but that was a great throw by Honig. Here's the pitch. Ball 3. We had a fantastic first game. I'm hoping you enjoyed that broadcast with us. Thanks again for joining us here on this live stream. You can let us know where you're cheering from, who you're rooting for, who's your favorite players. We'd like to see the reach that we get here as well. So if you're just sitting even here down at the diamond, I tried to twist the camera to pick up a little bit of my third base side. It did not work, and unfortunately I'm by myself, so there's no way that I'm going to try it again. Leah Boalda now in at third. She's going to hit one foul in the 3 spot. She's batting, and she's playing out in right field. 0-1 is the count. Addison sitting over at first base. Sun's starting to come out here. Hopefully that'll warm things up here. That's going to be a pop fly. Shortstop's getting underneath it and is going to get the out.
Boala pops out to the shortstop. Brings up number 15, Aubrey Farley.
Addie Braun ends up staying at first, brings up the number 4 hitter. That's going to be Aubrey Farley. That's going to be hit on the ground to the third baseman again. Picks up this time with a clean throw. Fires it across the diamond to get the third out.
Farley grounds out to end the top half.
On this 5-3 putout.
No runs come across for the Warriors.
And no runs on no hits. No errors and 1 left on after the first half inning. Your score 0-0. We'll be back.
Shun Jones Realty is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. With over 20 years of full-time experience in the real estate industry, Terry has had the privilege of helping clients buy and sell homes and properties totaling hundreds of millions of dollars. His deep knowledge of the market, attention to detail, and commitment to clients has driven his success and made each transaction a positive experience. Terry was born and raised in Oakfield. He and his family have deep ties to the community. Terry knows this area when it comes to real estate. Contact Terry at 920-238-5558 for all your realty needs in the greater Oakfield area. Or check him out on Facebook at Terry Holz Realtor.
Is your child ready for life? At Central Wisconsin Christian, we equip students not only with an exceptional education, but also with the spiritual foundation they need to navigate today's world with confidence and faith. Our graduates are prepared for life, academically, personally, and spiritually. Discover what makes Central Wisconsin Christian different. Call us at 920-324-4233 or visit us online at wearecwc.org. Central Wisconsin Christian, preparing students for life and eternity.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class building and canopies. Steel King canopies are a well-known and respected product. We design, fabricate, and contract installation for C-stores, fleets, entryways, restaurants, and more. Steel canopies serve a variety of purposes, including advertising or signage, control access, sheltering an entrance or loading area, support of lighting systems, and weather protection for people, equipment, or outdoor storage. King Manufacturing. From design to completion.
Welcome back here to Jerry Meadham Softball Complex. On the mound for the Warriors pitching is going to be Aubrey Farley. Round the horn, it's going to be Jalen Landl at first base, Reagan Holtz at second base, Caroline Kluge at short, Ryan Babish at third, Kaylee Westfall behind the plate. Aubrey Quas is out in left. At center will be Rowan Harder, and in right is Leah Bawalda. 0-2 is the count here to Maddie Honig. Batting order pretty much the same. Oh, a little bit of change of pace there. Kind of like a backup ball is what she kind of throws there. Almost looks like an ephus pitch in there for a ball. 1-2. That's going to be high 2-2 now to Maddie Honig. Had a really good first game for the Trojans. That's going to be popped to the right-hand side up against the fence. Couldn't quite reach up there. And it'll be a foul ball. It was really tight. Jalen really did not have a play on that ball at all. Thanks again for joining us here. It's going to be inside ball 3. Once again, we got a doubleheader of Turner and Waupun taking place here. Baseball is taking place right now as well. Do a split screen if you can and watch both games here on Jeff's live stream. It's going to be hit on the ground. Good job there by Ryan. Babish comes up, grabs a hold of it, and fires across the diamond to get the out. On the 5-3 putout. Nice work there for Ryan Babish to snag that ball quickly. Hot corner at third base. Brings up number 2, Jayla Jackson. Had a good hard single. That's going to be popped up into the infield once again. And chasing it down is Reagan Holtz for the out.
Jackson pops up to the second baseman. Brings up number 9, Autumn Maris.
Good job there by Reagan to track that one down. Brings up number 9, Autumn Maris. First pitch is in there for a strike. 2 down here for the Trojans. Wasn't sure how Aubrey would be doing with that knee after she took that ball off of the other knee. Seems to be doing just fine right now. 0-2 with 2 outs. Here comes the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-2. Good waste there to see if you can get her to chase on a high fastball. That's going to be popped back over. Justin, why did they decide not to put the extra netting out here this year?
Yeah, I don't know. I just noticed that now that you said that, and that ball went flying over here.
I've seen it. We noticed it obviously at our first game here because it was nice that you don't have that blocking the camera view, even though we changed our whole setup. Oh, there's a nice little changeup. That was a better EFIS ball there. That's going to be a ball, 2-2. With 2 down, Deuces Wild up on the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle. Once again, just outside of the reach of Babish. Picked up quickly by Quast to fire that ball in. And a base hit for Maris.
Maris reaches on the base hit. Brings up number 7, Emma Bew.
Brings up number 7, Emma Bew for the Lady Trojans. That's going to be pop foul to the right side once again. I don't know if it hit a vehicle or not. I didn't hear a thunk. I'm parked over there. Once again, as I said in the first game, it doesn't matter if you hit, just don't break a window. That would be the bad thing right now. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a pop fly into the shortstop. Caroline Kluge gets underneath it and gets the out for the Lady Warriors. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. We'll be back after these messages here on Jeff's live stream.
This is Jeff Sauer with Jeff's live stream. We hope you're enjoying our broadcast. Our purpose, first and foremost, is to bring glory to God. Second is to draw attention to the student athletes, promote the great things they and their schools are doing, and promote the businesses and the people running them within our communities. Our mission is to create memories for student athletes, families, teams, and communities, as well as allowing for viewers to see their athletes or teams perform regardless of where the viewer is located. If you'd like to join us as a sponsor to help us fulfill our purpose and mission, feel free to give me a call at 920-345-2066 or email me at livestreamjeff@gmail.com. I'd love to talk to you.
Born from a single retail project, WDS.
Welcome back here to Jerry Minda Softball Complex. Leading things off here for the Lady Warriors, number 21, Ryan Babish. Madden Saunders still on the mound. Casey Carroll over at first. Kennedy Crawl at second. Jayla Jackson. Autumn Maris rounds out your infield. Ball 1 into Babish. In the outfield, Jaden Posani, Emma Bew, and Jenna Brown. One and 0 is the count. That'll be a little bit outside as well. 2-0. Had a chance to see inside. They got the dugout camera working. It was my fault there. That wasn't the battery was sitting up on the ledge when I swung it around to pick up the dugout. It pulled it and completely unplugged it over there. Live and learn. Here comes the pitch. 4 straight balls, and Ryan Babish is on base.
Babish reaches the base on balls. Brings up number 4, Reagan Holtz.
Chance here for the Lady Warriors to maybe strike first, as they are the visiting team on the scoreboard. Reagan Holtz coming in at second base, now up to bat. First pitch in there for a strike. Here's the pitch. Outside. 1-1. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit right to the shortstop. Gets underneath it and gets the pop fly for the first out.
Brings up number Number 99, Jalen Landell.
Brings up number 99 here for the Lady Warriors, Jalen Landau. First pitch to her is a ball. Still messing around with this electronic scoring thing. I'm not sure that it's great for keeping stats. She's going to foul that one off to the right-hand side because I can definitely see what's happening. I'm figuring some things out here with the iScore app. Did some stuff with Game Changer way back, but when you're trying to run everything at one time with all the camera views and the announcing and just double checking to make sure everything's working, that's going to allow for Babish to advance. That's going to be fouled off. Keeps the count now at 2-2 for Jalen Landau, with Ryan Babish sitting over at second base. Here comes the pitch. In there at the knees for a strikeout, looking for Jalen. 2 down for the Lady Warriors. Brings up number 10, Audrey Quas. She was in at the end of the last game. Here's the pitch. Low to Quas. Ball 1. Saunders for Turner. Ready to the pitch. On the outside for a strike. 1-1. Ryan Babish sitting over there at second base. You can still see her in the picture. Dugout not very jacked up right now. Here's the pitch. Ball outside. 2-1. Comes the pitch. Inside and low. Ball 3 to Quas. A base hit right here will score Babish. Here comes the pitch. Hit to the right side. Second baseman scoops it up, and Kennedy Crawl to get the out. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on after 1.5 your score, 0-0. We'll be back after these messages here on Jeff's Livestream.
Has evolved into a nationwide general contractor and construction management company. But we're so much more than that. Retail is changing, and it's changing fast. No matter where you are, what you do, or how you sell products to your customers, we're with you every step of the way to lay the groundwork for whatever lies ahead. Building trust through results, and our commitment to provide a customer-driven experience without question. With 4 generations at the foundation of WDS, we've built a reliable client base and a passionate team to bring big-time experience, commitment, and satisfaction to your next project. Because we are built to build better.
Welcome back here to Jerry Miedema Softball Complex. You can see inside the Warriors dugout.
For the Trojans, number 13, Casey.
Bottom of the second inning, leading things off is Casey Carl for the Lady Trojans. On the mound again is Aubrey Farley. Over at first base is Jalen Landau. Reagan Holtz at second. Caroline Kluge at shortstop. And at third base is Ryan Babish. That one's pulled foul. down the third base side. Audrey Quas out in left. Rowan Harder in center. Leah Bawalda at right. Here comes the pitch by Farley. Gets her swinging on that one. Strike two. Let us know again where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. Who's your favorite players? I know that they're out there. We've got 20 computers logged in for sure. That's going to be fouled also on the inside. 0-2. Zero zero on the scoreboard. That's going to be hit just outside of the reach of the shortstop. Quick hustle there by Quas to fire it in, but a base hit.
Carl singles over the left field.
By Carl.
Number 12, Kennedy Crawl.
Brings up now number 12, Kennedy Crawl. Pitch by Farley. 1-0 is the count. Here comes the pitch. Ooh, that one slips out of the hand. That's going to be a wild pitch. That's going to allow the runner to advance. Two and 0. Here's the pitch by Farley. A little bit of change of pace swung over the top of it is Crawl for a strike. 2-1. You can hear, I could not hear before the Beloit or the Turner dugout. They can hear them a little bit now. They're jazzed up, probably awake now after, I'm sure they had to get up pretty early to get here. Over to Babish, grabs it, fires across the diamond to get the out. Allows the runner to advance.
Crawl grounds out to third baseman. Brings up number 24, Jaden Lozani.
Turns to bunt in Jaden Posani. That'll be a ball. I think they were encouraging her to wear that one like we talked about before. Posani, a sophomore, turns, bunts, that one foul. 1-1. Here comes the pitch. Inside again. Ball. 2-1. Rolls across. Again, you're right. Those are the easy ones to take. Let it roll across the toes. Hit by pitch. Get on base. Bring up the next hitter. We haven't seen Madden Sanders pitch yet, or hit yet. Here's the pitch here. Good change of pace there. Coach will probably really be upset if she strikes out with two opportunities to take a hit by pitch. 2-2, 1 out, runner over at third base. It's going to be popped up into the air. Getting underneath it is Reagan Holtz for the out.
Lozani pops up to the second baseman. Brings up pitcher number 5, Madden Saunders.
Runner still stuck over at third base. 2 down now for the Trojans. Farley with the pitch. A little bit high for a ball. 1-0. Here's the pitch. Hit right up the middle. That'll be a base hit just outside of the reach of Holtz. Still going to be an inside or a base hit, I think. Hit for a single. And the run scores.
Saunders with the RBI single. Brings up number 6, Jenna Brown.
Brings up the number 9 hitter in the order. So Madden Saunders, her first at bat. She scores a run and gets a single. Brings up Jenna Brown. 1-0 is the score here for the Trojans in the bottom of the second. Farley right in there for a strike. Comes right back. Doesn't let that deter her. Did they have a courtesy runner out there? Nope. They do. Okay. Lentel is the courtesy runner. That'll be hit over to the shortstop. Fired across the diamond. Kluge. Not in time. The ball is dropped as well. And the runner advances on the error. That's going to have to be an error, I think. Yep.
Brown reaches on the air. Brings up number 17, Maddie Honig.
That ball's going to be hit into left center for Honig. She has been awesome at the plate. 2 more runs score for the Trojans. Good piece of hitting there by Honig.
RBI double. Brings up number 2, Jayla Jackson.
Next pitch in there is for a ball. Two and 0 is the count. I don't know how I had her batting, but I do, so I have to figure out how I'm going to get past this. I made a mistake on the roster. Inside, 3-1. And she reaches on the walk.
Jackson reaches the base on balls. Brings up number 9, Autumn Maris.
Brings up Autumn Maris.
Maris flies out to the center fielder to end the bottom half of the inning.
Flies out to the center fielder.
Runs come across for the Trojans. Your score,
3 runs on 2 hits.
Warriors 0, Trojans
One error and one left on after to complete. Your score is 3-0. We'll be back.
We are Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, and we have been leading a greenhouse here in Fox Lake since 1981. Family owned and operated, we provide beautiful flower baskets and fruit and vegetables to residents of South Central Wisconsin. We know the importance of having a variety of flowers, fruits, and vegetables available to our customers throughout the year. Discover the finest selection of locally grown produce, including sweet corn, tomatoes, and cucumbers, along with a variety of fresh fruits. At Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we believe in providing our customers with the freshest and highest quality produce. Come visit us and taste the difference.
For 50 years and counting, Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving Waupun the best furniture and mattresses at prices you can afford. And we're honored to be voted best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area. Stop in and check out our mattress selections. We have all kinds from traditional spring to memory foam. It is our mission to help get a great night of sleep night after night. Visit us at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you should trust. Visit our website at www.verhaegsfurniture.com. Verhaeg's Furniture, Marf. 50 years strong, quality you trust, and prices you'll love. Verhaeg Furniture.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one.
Welcome back. First hitch here by Rowan Harder to the second baseman, grabs it and gets the out.
Harder flies out to the second baseman. Brings up top of the order, number 2, Kaylee Westfall.
I don't know how to get her out of that lineup here. 1-0, Kaylee Westfall coming up here for Waupun. That's going to be hit hard, but too high. Center fielder comes in and grabs it for the out.
Westfall flies out to center field. Brings up number 13, Addison Braun.
That one's going to be fouled off by Braun. That's going to be fouled off by Addie as well. Keeps the count at 1-2. Hit on the ground, outside of the reach, grabbed there by the shortstop, fired across the diamond, too high. Addie just content to reach there on the single.
Braun with the base hit. Brings up number 12, Leah Bowalda.
Leah Bawalda pulls one foul down the line. 0-1. Do you know who's going to be coming up to bat for Turner? Perchance. Here comes the pitch. Hit on the ground. Bawalda over to the shortstop. Fires across the diamond to get the out. No runs on one hit. No errors and one left on. After 2.5, your score is 3-0. We'll be back.
Specials, or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
The outdoor golf season is just around the corner. Now is the time to go to the Rock and use the indoor simulator to be prepared. Call to set up a tee time for an hour. Hang out at the bridges at the Rock before or after the simulator. Join us for a relaxing atmosphere in a beautiful setting. Go online today and make a reservation for the simulator or call. Better yet, swing out to the bridges for a bite and a beverage. The Rock Golf Club, 700 County Park Road, Waupun, or call 920-324-2621.
Sam's Well Drilling is a family-owned business with over 75 years in the water well drilling industry. We can help you with all of your well drilling needs. Our crews are experienced at finding the proper location, setting up the rigs and equipment in all types of circumstances, and drilling to the appropriate depth so that you have fresh, clean water. Sam's also drills wells for commercial and municipal projects. No project is too large or small for Sam's Well Drilling. We at Sam's are thankful to be involved in supplying the well water needs of people all over Wisconsin. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. Did you know we do all kinds of metalwork? We offer a variety of decor available for purchase from other businesses. Designs range from holiday decor to sports to hobbies. Finished items can be wall hangings, outdoor garden decor, coffee tables, and so much more. If you're looking for address plaques, property signage, or awards plaques, King can make them. These are highly customized and durable products with your own street number, name, or event. A variety of fonts are available, and we can add our automotive-grade paint in a custom color, suitable for indoor or outdoor uses. Pricing varies. Call Joe Barnes at King Manufacturing. From design to completion.
Sorry about that. I was messing around with this scoring. 1-2 to Emma Bew. Turner up 3-0 here in the bottom of the third inning. On this doubleheader, hit. Good job over there by Ryan Babish. Picks it up, fires across the diamond to get the out.
Bew grounds out to the third baseman. Brings up number 13, Casey Carl.
Brings up number 13, Casey Carl. She had a single her first time up to bat. Here's the pitch. Hit again over to Babish. Picks it up, fires across, and gets the out.
Carl grounds out to the third baseman. Brings up number 12, Kennedy Crawl.
Brings up number 10, Kennedy Crawl. She had grounded out her first time over at Ryan Babish. Ryan doing a good job over there. That's going to be hit hard to center field, but right at Rowan Harder, she's going to get the out. No runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. After 3 complete, 3-0 is your score here from Jerry Miedema Softball Complex. We'll be back.
Enjoy the sunshine of summer with boating, jet skiing, UTV riding, mowing lawn, gardening, or camping. Enjoy the leaves falling in autumn, getting to that perfect nature walk or hunting, or enjoying the Wisconsin snowfall hiking, four-wheeling, snowmobiling, traveling across the state, or just driving up and down your driveway. Call PT Tire and Service for all your automotive and recreational needs. call 920-346 Tire.
Terry Holes and Ada Shun-Jones Realty is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. With over 20 years of full-time experience in the real estate industry, Terry has had the privilege of helping clients buy and sell homes and properties totaling hundreds of millions of dollars. His deep knowledge of the market, attention to detail, and commitment to clients has driven his success and made each transaction a positive experience. Terry was born and raised in Oakfield. He and his family have deep ties to the community. Terry knows this area when it comes to real estate. Contact Terry at 920-238-5558 for all your realty needs in the greater Oakfield area. Or check him out on Facebook at Terry Holes Realtor.
Welcome back. Aubrey Farley hits that one foul on that first pitch. Madden Sanders doing her job out there on the mound. That's going to be a little bit low for a ball. 1-1. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a little bit low. Two and one. Here's the pitch. Hit hard. That's going to be a base hit right between the shortstop and the third baseman for Aubrey Farley.
Farley with the base hit brings up number 21, Ryan Babbage.
Brings up here for the Lady Warriors, number 21, Ryan Babish. Courtesy runner coming in to run for Aubrey Farley is going to be Alexis Babish. Warriors trailing 3-0 here in this contest. Here's the pitch. Swung on by Ryan, fouled off. 0-1 is the count. Second game of the doubleheader here for the Trojans and the Warriors. That's on the outside edge for a strike. 0-2. Alexis Babish still sitting over at first base. Here's the pitch. Takes it where it's supposed to be, hits it to the right-hand side. Grabbed over there by the right fielder to grab the out.
Babish flies off the right fielder. Brings up number 4, Reagan Holt.
Runner stays at first base, and Alexis Babish brings up Reagan Holtz. First pitch in there is a ball to Reagan. 1-0. Here comes the pitch. A little bit low again. 2-0. Surprised that Josh isn't being a little aggressive on the bases here to try and force a couple of runs. And I know they had one that was thrown out in Kaylee, who's their best base stealer. But you got to do something different here to try and put a little bit of pressure on Turner. Right now, they can just sit there. 3-0 with one out. Here comes the pitch. In there for a strike. to Reagan Holtz. Here comes the pitch. Popped up over to the first base side. Foul territory. What a good adjustment over there by the first baseman, just outside of camera view. But she did a fantastic job of grabbing that pop out.
Brings up number 99, Jalen Landell.
For the second out of the inning, brings up what the heck is going on here? Underneath the glove, outside of the reach of the first baseman. Runner's going to take off and advance in Babish, and so does Jalen Landell. And a base hit for Landell. Runner advances.
Landell singles to the first base side, brings up number 10, Audrey Quack.
Brings up Audrey Quass. Pop fly in the infield. That's going to fall for a foul ball. What a smart play there by the catcher to let the English play on that and let that roll all the way back into play. Otherwise, the Warriors are scoring a run. Nobody called for it there. Typically, the pitcher normally doesn't field their position, but she should have on that one because there was nobody else that could have gotten there to that. Goes as a long strike. Ball 1-1 to Quas. Not a play you normally see. That ball landed in play by at least, I would say at least 10 feet. And it rolled all the way back. Here's the pitch. A little bit low again, ball 2. Let's see if Quas can make him pay for not getting her out here with the 2 outs. Runner sitting at second and third. Base hit will score them both. That's going to be a flare to the right side. Oh, what a catch over there by the right fielder. Diving play for the out. What a great job by the right fielder to get the out over on that side for the third out. Right on the line. Diving play by the right fielder. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on. After 3.5, your score is 3-0. The Trojans of Turner with the lead. We'll be back.
Born from a single retail project, WDS Construction has evolved into a nationwide general contractor and construction management company. But we're so much more than that. Retail is changing, and it's changing fast. No matter where you are, what you do, or how you sell products to your customers, we're with you every step of the way to lay the groundwork for whatever lies ahead. Building trust through results, and our commitment to provide a customer-driven experience without question. With 4 generations at the foundation of WDS, we've built a reliable client base and a passionate team to bring big-time experience, commitment, and satisfaction to your next project. Because we are built to build better.
Welcome back here to Jerry Minima Softball Complex here in Waupun. Doubleheader here. This is the game 2 of that doubleheader. The Trojans took game 1 3-2. They have the lead right now, 3-2. Aubrey Farley is on the mound. Looks like she didn't have the right to maybe wristband, or she couldn't see which one it was. Had to flip it around. A number must have been called that wasn't on there, and she's going, I must not have the right one. Here comes the pitch for Aubrey Farley. To number 24, Jaden Posani. Ephus pitch in there for a ball. I don't know what it actually is called. It looks like more like a backup ball, I guess, is what she's throwing. I've seen her throw it before that way. I don't know if she's throwing like a knuckler. There's in there for a strike. Foul. 1-1. Farley with a pitch. A little bit high. Ball 2. 2-1. You can see the scoreboard there in the center. The red letters and our numbers don't come across very well with any of the cameras that we have so far. Noticed that before, too, when we've had that Jerry Miedema. That's going to be a pop fly. What a catch over there by Leah Bawalda. 2 fantastic plays by the right fielders today. So far, wow, what a catch. As she had a long way to run to get to that one.
Brings up number 5, Madden.
What a play. Brings up number 5, Madden Saunders, the pitcher for today's game here for Turner. Farley fires that one in there. That's going to be fouled off. I apologize about that camera being twisted there a little bit. It looks like it's a little bit out of focus as well. It may have taken a direct hit that I wasn't paying attention to. We'll fix that for the next game. That's a hard base hit right up the middle by Saunders. She's 2 for 2. Same exact spot almost for Madden Saunders.
Brings up number 6, Jenna Brown. Lentil coming in to run.
Brings up number 6, Jenna Brown. Sorry about that. Courtesy runner coming in for Sanders in Chloe Lentel. Runner on first. It's in there for a strike. That's going to get away from Kaylee Westfall. That's going to allow the runner to advance on the pass ball. I don't know how on earth that happened. That's rarely. Okay. Try to fire down to second. In there safe. 1-1. With 1 out. Here's the pitch. That's hit well. Right to Rowan Harder, though. Grabs it at center field. Runner has to hold.
Brown flies out to the center fielder. Brings up number 17, Maddie Honig.
First pitch in there for, was that a ball? Brings up Maddie Honig. Ball 1. In my score sheet, what messed me up here, and I apologize again for that screen. That's in there for a strike. 1-1. So I had added all these extra batters in there. I must not have been paying attention when I put the lineup together. Thanks again for letting us know. Missy Holtz watching, rooting for the Lady Warriors as usual. Hoping to see Ray as well. 3-1. And thanks again to Matt Brown putting in there. Watching from Beloit. Shout out to Randy. 3-1. Thanks again for putting that in the chat. The girls love to watch this stuff. They go see it. There is a little Ephus pitch again, closer, but draws the walk. Brings up number 2, Jayla Jackson. Probably walking Honig isn't a bad thing, but Jayla Jackson hit a hard fly ball as well. It's 0 for 1, and she had a walk. Actually, it wasn't a hard fly ball. It went out to the second baseman. Continue to put that stuff in there. Missy knows how to do it, so keep it rolling there. Doesn't matter to me, again, whether you're a Trojans fan or where we're watching from. Hopefully there's some people who are down at the baseball diamond that can give me an update on what's happening with the Turner Warriors baseball game that's taking place over there. Maybe Caleb can get something in the chat. Maybe he did and I didn't see it. 1-0. That's on the outside edge for a strike. 1-1. So still trying to figure out how this program works. I haven't been able to find the fielder's choice. I'm going to have to ask Schwartzy where that fielder's choice option is. That's going to get away from Westfall, but up the line to third base, so the runner's not going to advance. 2-1. Haven't seen Kaylee lose a lot of the balls today. That's the first couple of this inning here. She's struggling just a little bit. Checks your runners. Here comes the pitch. High on that change of pace. 3-1. Normally when we have two people here, and one can be the announcer and scorer, and one can be a producer and announcer, and can do a little bit better job. I know that I've missed some. Oh, that's going to be fouled just over the base, outside of the base. Ryan Babish almost had it, but just missing on that foul ball. So usually we're not so far behind on these instant replays and the switching. I just have to find my rhythm here. Plus I'm down. That's going to be inside. Draws the walk for Jayla Jackson.
Jackson reaches the base on ball. Brings up number 9.
Brings up number 9, Autumn Maris. 1 for 2. Hit one hard out to left field and then a fly out to center. Bases are loaded once again for Beloit, or for Turner. I keep calling them Beloit because that's what I know them as. I know that that's Turner now. That's going to be high for a ball. 2 down here. See if Aubrey can get out of this. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike, snap throw over to third. That's going to be booted, and the runner cannot advance because Lentil is laying on the ground. So no harm on that throw. She probably would have had her with a good throw, I think. One and one. Aubrey's just got to go get this hitter. Get Autumn Maris out of here. Change of pace is low. 2-1. Got to give Caroline Kluge some credit over there, too. She did a fantastic job of coming over there to pick up that throw over at down to third base. And I don't know if she knew that Kaylee was going to throw it or not. I doubt that they have a call signal that I'm throwing it down. It's usually a feel just that the catcher has. Here's the pitch. Inside, a good block there again by Westfall. Three and one, no place to put her. If you're Maris, you got to have a smile on your face because this is either coming right dead center, right down the middle, or you're walking in a run. Either way, you're getting an RBI. Right there it is. Hard hit into left center. That's going to score 1. That's going to score 2. They're going to hold her at 3. They would have scored. And a double for Maris on the hit.
Maris with a 2 RBI double to left center field. Brings up number 7, Emma Bew.
Brings up now number 7, Emma Bew. 5-0. Coach's visit. We're going to step aside. We'll be back. We're going to check that chat. I can see a couple of things in there. You're listening to Jeff Sauer on Jeff's live stream.
Of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
Welcome back. Meeting is over. Hey, you got to check that chat. Thanks again, Kathy Milkey. Totally appreciate the broadcast. A long way from Arkansas. I love the reach that we have here. And then we got another one from Dolphin Island. But I love the name, Step to Music Literacy. Love that. Watching from Dolphin Island, Alabama, from Nana. Thanks. You're welcome for the broadcast. This is why we do it, so you guys get a chance to see it, create memories for kids. So when we say what our purpose and our mission is, when you watch my ad, we truly try and live it. Hit outside of the base of shortstop for another single and an RBI. Advancing on the throw. They throw down. Missed. Wow. Throwing the ball around a little bit, too, to make some mistakes. So Bew with the single. Advances on the throw. And a run scores.
Bew with the RBI single brings up number 13, Casey Carl.
And that pitch in there to Farley is 1 ball. So as I mentioned, I had rotator cuff surgery April 1st, so I probably, I was okay to do this kind of stuff. I was doing it actually a week after, which I probably shouldn't have been doing, but I love broadcasting so much and bringing these and creating these memories. You never know how much longer I can do this type of thing. I'm hoping forever, but, you know, as funds get tighter, I pay people who help me out. Justin is over there. I don't take any money for this, so that's in there for a ball 3-0. I don't know where that one missed, though. But I love to do this, so I came back, and it's hard. I did it with my right hand, or right arm right away, which was I'm right-hand dominant, so that's been a challenge, and draws the walk to load the bases for Casey Carl. Brings up number 12, Kennedy Crawl. So after a couple of weeks, I'm getting better here with the left hand, running the switcher, trying to remember to push buttons, and instant replay comes off of the computer. And now, again, not smart on my part here, but I can't really handwrite. It's going to be hit right back to Farley. She fires and gets the out at first, but the damage has been done here in this inning. 3 runs come across. I'm not sure on how many hits. I'll double check that here, and I'll get that to you when we come back. Your score after 4 complete is 6-0 for Turner Trojans. We'll be back.
Upgrade your comfort and living space for 2025. Your living room should be a place of comfort and connection. A sectional provides the perfect blend of style and function, giving you plenty of seating for family, friends, and relaxation. For 50 years and counting, Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving the Waupun area at prices you can afford. Visit us today at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you can trust. Visit our website at www.verhaegsfurniture.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram to stay updated on our latest arrivals, events, and deals. Verhaeg's Furniture Mart. 50 years strong. Quality you trust. Prices you'll love.
Looking for something special in your child's education? The choices you make for your child today will impact their future forever. At CWC, we provide a Christ-centered education that shapes students academically, spiritually, and personally. From our exceptional elementary and middle schools to the academic rigor of life-enriching programs of our high school, CWC offers a place for students to grow and thrive. Our approach integrates faith into every subject, helping your child see the world through God's eyes. To learn more or schedule a visit, go to wearecwc.org.
Welcome back. First pitch into Rowan Harder is a ball. Leading things off here for the Warriors. Next pitch in there for a strike. That dugout is a little bit dead here for the Warriors. They got to come up with something to get things rolling here. 1-1. Top of 5. Takes a swing at that, fouls it off. 1-2. So I'm not sure if Caleb had heard me. I'm waiting to see if him give me how things are going for the Warriors over at Gerald E. Thompson Field at the Gus. That's going to be a ball, 2-2. I suppose I could pop over there, but I don't like to take chances with doing that here with my when we're running off of the MiFi. They don't have the one thing that they don't have. Well, there's two things that they don't have here at the complex that I'd like to see here. I hate this spiral staircase. It's about 2 feet wide, and I'm about 2 feet wide, and the cases are 2.5 feet wide, so I can't hardly drag the cases up here. Now imagine doing that with an arm and a sling. Oh, thank you. 1-1 is the score at the bottom of the 4th. Brings up number 2, Kaylee Westfall, after Rowan Harder draws the walk. Now let's see if the Lady Warriors can get something rolling here. See if they can get some cheering taking place in the dugout as well. Everybody's standing outside. I think they want to be in the sunshine. Here's the pitch. Westfall wits way underneath it. Again, the catcher gets it. Oh, and drops it. They're going to say in fair territory. So Westfall's going to advance on the error. That one was an easy catch. I'm sorry for the catcher. You don't like her to field it if you don't have to, but Honig, one of the first mistakes that she has made. Brings them now for the Waupun Warriors. Addie Braun hit a good hard shot out to left and drew a walk. Strike in there. 0-2 to Braun. Runner sitting over at first and second. Here's the pitch. Taken over to the left side, or right side, fielded by the second baseman to take the out. On the 4-3 put out.
Brings up number 12, Leah Bowalda.
Brings up Leah Bowalda. Oh, what the heck? Swings at that one, 1-1. Bowalda 0 for 2 today. In this game, that's going to be a base hit for Leah. And they're going to score a run coming across. Or 2 runs scored. Harder and Westfall.
Brings up number 15, Aubrey Farley.
Brings up now Aubrey Farley. Having just a little meeting at the mound here to calm down Madden Saunders. Bualda had a nice hit right there. Perfect time for that single.
Coming in to run for the Warriors, number 28, Carly White.
Carly White's going to come in as a courtesy for Leah Bualda. That can be a pinch runner. Okay, does that mean that White might be coming into the game and Bualda moving to pitching maybe? Let's see what happens here. Looks like they've got a pinch runner coming in here in Carly White. Meeting is over. Here comes the pitch. One and 0 is the count. White over at first base, in there for a strike. 1-1 to Aubrey Farley. Farley's 1 for 2 today. She had a single. Grounded out. That's going to skip away. That's going to allow for White to advance. And the pass ball. Okay. Here comes the pitch, 2-1. Hard hit right there. Again, a base hit for Farley. She's got it timed up. White stops over at third base.
Farley with the base hit.
It's her second single of the day, just outside of the reach of the shortstop. Carly White stops over at
Coming in to run for the Warriors, number 16,
third.
Alexis Babbage.
Running in as the courtesy runner for Farley is going to be Alexis Babish. With only one out here, 6-2, you would expect to see the ladies. I would think you'd see Babish trying to take off here. Ryan coming up to bat. Here comes the pitch. First one is low for a ball, or a delayed steal, or something like that is what you'd like to see here with Babish. Especially that'll make up for that running mistake that she had in the first game. Here comes the pitch. Doesn't go. 2-0. You got speedy runners on the bases. That's what I don't understand it. A good secondary here by Carly White. Easily scores from third base. Here comes the pitch. It's hit on the ground, scooped up by the third baseman. It goes across the diamond, gets the out, and fires quickly to home. What a smart play as Ryan gets put out. Smart play over there by the third baseman. On the 5-3 putout. And the runners hold, except for Babish. Has to advance. Brings up number 4, Reagan Holtz. She's 0 for 2 today. Both of them are contact, though. Fly out to the shortstop and a fly out over to the first baseman. Strike one. Little bit low. 1-1. Alexis Babish over at second. Carly White over at third. That's a good hard hit by Reagan, but right to the left fielder for the out.
Holtz flies out to left field, but 2 runs come across for the Warriors.
2 runs scored for the Waupun Warriors. Well, I can see total hits up there now. So the Warriors, it says we've got them down for 5 hits. But let me see if I can figure out what we've got here on the score sheet. That's the wrong one. See how many hits they had. We'll get that when we come back. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's Live Stream.
Welcome to Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse. Here at Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
Hello, this is Jeff Sauer with Jeff's Livestream. We hope you're enjoying our broadcast. Our purpose, first and foremost, is to bring glory to God. Second is to draw attention to the student athletes, promote the great things they and their schools are doing, and promote the businesses and the people running them within our communities. Our mission is to create memories for student athletes, families, teams, and communities, as well as allowing for viewers to see their athletes or teams perform regardless of where the viewer is located. If you'd like to join us as a sponsor to help us fulfill our purpose and mission, feel free to give me a call at 920-345-2066 or email me at livestreamjeff@gmail.com. I'd love to.
Welcome back here. New pitcher here for the Waupun Warriors. I'll see if I can figure out how to switch that as well. As Leah Boalda's going to come in and throw. Wanted to just double check there what I had for Waupun. I had 1, 2, 3 hits in that last inning where they scored 2 runs, 2 left on. Coming here in the bottom of the 5th, leading things off here is number 24 for Turner. That's going to be Jaden Posani. Let's see if I can switch this out now. So Bawalda is going to move to pitcher. I don't know how to make any of these substitutions here. Let's see if I can figure it out. So Bawalda's going to come over to pitch. That's going to be hit over to the first baseman and Jalen Landell to get the first out.
Posani grounds out to the first baseman. Brings up number 5, Madden Saunders.
And Saunders coming up here, the pitcher. She has had a great day at the plate. First pitch into her is a ball. It's going to be hit foul over to the third base side. In there for a strike. 1 and 2. Two and 2 is the count. That's going to be hit to the right-hand side, right over to Reagan Holtz to get the out. First time that Madden Saunders has been put out.
Saunders pops up to the second baseman. Brings up number 6, Jenna Brown.
Batting now is number 6, the number 9 hitter in the lineup, Jenna Brown. She's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. Hit right at Reagan to reach out there with a good job there defensively to grab it for the Waupun Warriors. On that line out.
2 runs come across for the Trojans. 2 runs come across for the Warriors. complete. Warriors 2. Trojans
After 5, your score is 6-2, so it was 3 up and 3 down for Leah Bawalda on the mound. We'll be back after these messages. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's live stream.
PT Tire and Service has been at 301 East Clark Street in Brandon for over 20 years. The owners, Tony and Pam Sauer, are dedicated to their community and their customers. They serve the auto repair, tire, and wheel needs of customers in Brandon and the rest of central Wisconsin. We're on call 24/7 for roadside assistance and on the farm service for customers. For auto repairs, tires, and wheels, come see us in person or request a quote online. PT Tire and Service, you make the call and leave the rest to us. Call 920-346-TIRE.
Angling only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Warriors number 99, Jalen Landell.
Welcome back. Leading things off for the Warriors, Jalen Landell. Madden Sanders still on the mound. Strike 1 into Landell. It's been keeping it low here for Jalen. She had a nice single, though, to the right side the last time up. That's going to sneak away for a ball, 1-1. 1 for 2 on the day. For the first baseman for the Warriors. Flares that one again to the right-hand side for a foul off strike. 1-2. Nobody out. Warriors trailing by 4 runs here in the top of the 6th. Need to see if they can get those bats rolling here. Need a little bit more energy here in the dugout. Outside for a ball. 2-2. Here comes the pitch. Takes the swing at that one for the strikeout. 1 out. The worst thing is being a parent of a player. I do give you credit, though. You do a pretty good job of just continuing with your job. Brings up number 10, Audrey Quass. Audrey is 0 for 2 so far in this game. She had a base hit before. Yeah, Reagan had a great hit out there, or grab a couple of defensive plays out there, so thanks for putting that in there. She's going to see that in the chat. Here's the pitch. Hit to the right side, just foul. Two and 1. Swings at that one for a strike. Here's the pitch. That's going to be high for a ball. 3-2. Is there a scoreboard over? Oh, yeah, there is a scoreboard over on 2. I was trying to see what it is. Draws the walk. Good at bat there for Audrey Quass. Brings up Rowan Harder. She's 0 for 1. Drew a walk and flew out. That's what I was looking at. I think I kind of see it over there. I see the 12, but I'm not sure. Home team versus the guest. Good hit here by Rowan again to the center fielder. Comes over and grabs it. Good hustle play so far that I've seen out of the center fielder here for the Lady Trojans. Has had to run quite a ways to get some of these outs. Brings up number 2, top of the order, Kaylee Westfall. Fouls that one off. Strike 1. Kaylee having a tough day today. 0 for 3 in this game. I think she was maybe 1 for 3 in the last game if she had a base hit. I know she was on because she stole a base. I don't know if she got a walk. Snap throw down there, diving back in. It's Audrey Quas. Bad dive in there. You just got stuck in the dirt. I've seen that's how they dislocate shoulders. That happened to one of our ball players. Hit hard. That time there we needed to break the jinx for Kaylee. She gets the single and advances the runner. Good hard hit this time. Right on it.
Brings up number 13, Addie Braun.
And it brings up Addie Braun. She's 1 for 2 so far on the day in this game. I don't recall what happened in the last game. She has hit the ball pretty well as well. So 2 outs, something cooking here for the Lady Warriors. Let's see if they can get at least one more across to put this run within this game within reach. They are a potent offense when they get rolling. It's a ball low. Now, you don't see this very often, but I did see it in the boys' baseball game yesterday. I wonder if you throw a snap throw over to first base, because Kaylee's a very aggressive base runner. You get her out. That's going to be hit as a single up the middle. That's going to score. Audrey Quas hustles across and scores for the Lady Warriors. And now let's see what's got juicing in the dugout. Not much. Time by the pitching coach this time. We'll step aside and be back. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's live stream.
Boygan Salmon.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
Welcome back. Leah Boalda up at the plate. Had a good hard hit, 1 for 3 so far on the day. Flew out, ground out, had a good single the last time up to bat. That's going to drop in there. Ricochets, allows all of the runners to advance. On the wild pitch. Ball 1. That's going to be a pop fly in. The catcher's going to grab it this time in foul territory as Bowalder and the first baseman collide, running into each other.
Your score after 6.5 or 5.5. Trojans 6, Warriors 3. Spitting it out right now.
Yeah, I hear ya. We'll be back after these messages.
Combines a great golf experience with the unmatched beauty of the Waupun landscape. Originally built in 1927, many of the holes on the front 9 play as they were initially designed. Our seamless integration of friendly service and gorgeous natural surroundings is what will bring you back over and over. Bridges at the Rock is the perfect way to end your round. Join us for a relaxing atmosphere in a beautiful setting. Go online today and make a reservation. Better yet, swing out to the Bridges for a bite and a beverage. The Rock Golf Club, 700 County Park Road, Waupun, or call 920-324-2621.
Spring is here, and it's time for a tune-up at PT Tire and Service. Get your vehicle ready for those sunny drives with a thorough checkup. From oil changes and tire rotations to brake inspections and fluid top-offs, they've got you covered. Don't forget to check your wipers and battery, too. Swing by PT Tire and Service in Brandon for a spring refresh, ensuring your ride is safe and smooth all season long. Or call 920-346-TIRE to schedule an appointment. Your car will thank you.
Welcome back. To Jerry Meadema Softball Complex. 1 run scored there for the Warriors in the top of the 6th on 1 hit. It's now 6-3, and coming up is number 17, Maddie Honig. Grounded out in a double and walked. And she has hit the ball well in the first game. She was really on top of it. Fouls that one off to the right-hand side for a strike. Seeing if I can get these fingers finally working here in the bottom of the 6th inning after the doubleheader. Here comes the pitch by Leah Bawalda. That's going to be low for a ball. 1-1. Again, a potent combination the Waupun Warriors have here with their 3 pitchers. Very solid. But so far, Turner has done a great job of going after him. That's going to be fouled off to the right-hand side. Again, 1-2. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be hit hard to center field. Rowan is going back and grabs a hold of it for the out.
Honig flies out to center field.
Again, Honig has hit the ball well.
Number 2, Jayla Jackson.
But this time is caught by Rowan Harder for the out. Brings up number 2, Jayla Jackson. Leah Bawalda ready to make the pitch. That's in there for a ball as it scoots across the ground. 1-0. Thanks again to everybody who's watching. I really hope you appreciate it. We enjoy bringing these broadcasts to you. That's going to be fouled off, 1-1. Thanks again for participating in the chat. You still have an inning to let the ladies know that you're sitting here watching them, that you're paying attention, you love what they're doing. So feel free to let us know again. Favorite players, who you're cheering for. Here's the pitch. Good hard hit right over the shortstop's head on a line drive for a single for Jayla Jackson.
Jackson singles to left field, brings up number 9, Autumn Maris.
Brings up number 9, Autumn Maris. 2 for 3. Hit the ball all 3 times to the left side of the field. Fly out to center and drive to left center all the way to the fence for a double. And a single on the left-hand side as well. Talking to her about making sure she gets her hands set, I'm assuming is what the situation is here. Ball 1. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be a fly to the left or right side. Reagan holds underneath it and gets the pop fly for the out. Holds the runner. That's the second out.
Maris pops up to the second baseman, brings up number 7, Emma Boo.
Runner has to hold. Brings up number 7, Emma Boo. Flew out, ground out, and singled in her last at-bat. Not sure what that was about either. Yeah, I don't know the pitching rules here, so I don't have any idea. Here's the pitch. Ball 2. I don't think, has she been called for anything like that? I did not see her the last time that she pitched that anything like that was called. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit over to the shortstop. Oh, it's going to be booted by Kluge, and it looks like that caught her in the finger. And hope that Caroline's going to be okay over there, and she's dropped her baseball glove, maybe jammed a finger, maybe split a fingernail. Umpires there. They're asking the coach to come out and take a look. And we're going to step us.
Sam's Well Drilling focuses on providing clean, safe water for everyone. Their expert well water testing checks for bacteria and nitrates, ensuring peace of mind. As part of Sam's commitment to providing safe water, an in-house water testing lab is integral to Sam's service offering. The Water Sampling Lab is a separate division SWD Labs and prides itself on friendly service and a quick turnaround. Whether for drinking, irrigation, or livestock, Sam's has it covered. Trust Sam's for all your water needs. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
Terry Holes and Ada Shun-Jones Realty is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. With over 20 years of full-time experience in the real estate industry, Terry has had the privilege of helping clients buy and sell homes and properties totaling hundreds of millions of dollars. His deep knowledge of the market, attention to detail, and commitment to clients has driven his success and made each transaction a positive experience. Terry was born and raised in Oakfield. He and his family have deep ties to the community. Terry knows this area when it comes to real estate. Contact Terry at 920-238-5558 for all your realty needs in the greater Oakfield area. Or check him out on Facebook at Terry Holes Realtor.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. In fact, there are thousands of them in use across America and in the Caribbean. We have also produced and developed many other steel products for use in retail, commercial, and industrial applications, such as building fascia, loading racks, wall panel systems, and much more. Our design record attests to our dedication to quality and customer satisfaction. King Manufacturing, from design to completion.
Welcome back here. Caroline must have taken a hard shot off the tip of the finger. They're trying to figure out the substitution here because I'm pretty sure Carly White cannot come in. They're trying to get her to come in. They're asking, I think they asked one of the JV players to swap around. Looks like, I'm not sure what's happening here because you got Addison Braun who is out on the circle. Unless she's going to go to second base, and then does Alexis Babish could come in and play short if they wanted. They're still trying to figure out how to set this up. They had heading over to left or to right field. So Addison Braun is coming in at shortstop. And right is going to be who? Maggie Kluge is going over to right field. All right.
A couple substitutions. Now batting number 13, Casey Carl.
Casey Carl coming up to bat here for Turner. I think they've got everything situated here. Now, I can't change. I don't know how to change it in the book, so it doesn't make a difference here except for maybe hitting. First pitch is in there for a ball after the extended break. So Addie Braun is coming in to play shortstop, and Maggie Kluge has moved over to right field, coming over from the JV diamond. That's going to be a hit. Dropping and trying to get it was Audrey Quas, could not. That's going to score one run, gets it in, and the runner advances on the base hit. Advances then to second on the throw. So a single for Casey Carl. That's going to bring up number 12, Kennedy Crawl. And it's now 7-3 for the Trojans from Turner. Here comes the pitch to Kennedy Crawl. Ball one. Runners at second and third. This Turner team traveled quite a ways to come up here to Waupun to play this doubleheader, and they are making every bit of it count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled off to the left or right-hand side of the field, just out of reach of all of the players for a strike, 1-1. Farley, I think, has pitched well. I think that Turner is just done a good job of hitting. Or sorry, Boalda. I meant, I think Aubrey has come in and pitched well as well. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit. Kluge hustles in, comes over and makes the play for the third out. Nice play over there for just coming in to substitute for Madison Kluge, or Maggie Kluge. My apologies, Maggie. Good catch over there to help the Lady Warriors get out of the inning. One run comes across, and I believe it was on 2 hits and a couple errors and 2 left on. We'll be back here for the top of the 7th. Lady Warriors got to get things rolling here. The game's going to be over. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's live stream.
Born from a single project, WDS Construction has evolved into a nationwide general contractor and construction management company. But we're so much more than that. The cold storage industry is experiencing high demand and low capacity. WDS is building goodwill from the ground up through customized solutions. WDS is committed to outservice the competition and overdeliver for customers. A client-driven experience without question. Today, we're driven to be better in order to build better.
For 50 years and counting, Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving Waupun the best furniture and mattresses at prices you can afford. And we're honored to be voted Best of the Best Mattress Store and runner-up for Best Furniture Store in the Fond du Lac area. Whether you're looking to update your living room, find the perfect mattresses, or treat yourself in one of our relaxing massage chairs, we've got it all to take care of you. Visit us at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you can trust. Visit our website at www.verhaegsfurniture.com. Don't forget to like us and follow us on Facebook and Instagram to stay updated on our latest arrivals, events, and deals. Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, 50 years strong, quality you trust, price.
Welcome back. Leading things off for the Warriors, number 15, Aubrey Farley. 2 for 3 today. 2 hard hit singles to the left-hand side the last 2 times up to bat, and she grounded out at her first at-bat. So she's been seeing the ball well, hitting the ball well, good contact. Let's see if she can get things rolling here for the Lady Warriors. 2-0 is the count. They have some work to do. If they want to keep this game rolling here, they need to push 4 across and see if what'll happen here. Checking out the dugout, see if they can get themselves a little bit worked up here. That'll be in there for a strike. 2-1 to Farley. Madden Saunders has done a fantastic job as she hits that one foul down to the third base side. Again, my home plate camera has twisted, and by myself and wearing a sling, there's no way I'm hustling down there. And, well, if you saw me anyways, I'm not hustling anywhere. Here's the pitch. Oh, Farley way out front. Strikeout, swinging for the first out.
Number 21, Ryan Babish.
Brings up number 21 for the Warriors, Ryan Babish. 0 for 2. Fouls that one back. Strike 1. Again, you got to be impressed so far with what these pitchers from Turner have done to this Warriors offense today. That's going to be hit on the ground to the second baseman, fielded well, fires it across as Kroll gets it over to Carl for the second out.
Babish grounds out to the second baseman for out number 2. Brings up number 4.
4-3 on the putout. Brings up Reagan Holtz. Here's the pitch to Reagan. 0 for 3. Again, she's made contact with all of them, though. All 3 of them were pop-outs. Here comes the pitch. In the dirt. Ball 2. Must be trying to throw some off speed or some type of specialty pitch that keeps coming out of the hand wrong. Here comes the next pitch from Saunders. Hit hard down the third base line, and Reagan is going to have her first hit. They're going to send her to second. She decided not to follow what the coach had said. Coach said go. Reagan held.
Reaches on the base hit. Brings up number 99, Jalen Landell.
Either way, it is still a base runner here for the Lady Warriors. With 2 outs, brings up number 99, Jalen Landell. She's going to flare that one over to the right-hand side. Foul for a strike. 0-1 to Jalen. I think one of the other times that I was here, Justin, I was here and she was put in the same situation with 2 outs. Low ball, 1-1. Nerve-wracking for Dad up here. With 2 outs, runner over at first base. Here's the pitch. Down low again, 2-1. Here's the pitch. Down low, 3-1. That's going to get away, and that's going to allow the runner to advance on the pass ball. Reagan Holt sitting over at second base now. 3-1. Hitters count right here. Outside, draws the walk. Now runners at first and second. Little bit of a chink the first time we've seen one here for Madden Saunders. Brings up number 16, Alexis Babish. Batting for Audrey Quas. In there for a strike. Had she come in at left field? Okay, I missed that substitution. And it wouldn't have mattered anyways because I can't figure out how to change it in my book. 1-1 is the count to Alexis Babish. That's going to be low as well. Ball 2. Saunders may be tiring a little bit here. Here's the pitch. Going to be screwballed right off of the end, and it's going to be flipped over to first to get the out and end the game on the put out.
The score of the second game, Warriors 3, Turner Trojans 7.
7-3 for the Trojans of Turner coming up here on a long drive to play a doubleheader. Did a fantastic job here today in this contest. Let's see what I've got here for some stats. I'll see if I can pull it up here on this program that we have. We'll step aside here and we'll come back on the post game after we hear from a couple of our sponsors. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's Live Stream.
PT Tire and Service is a family-owned business that invests in you and your family. From one family to another, safe travels and seamless automotive maintenance makes every trip a great trip. PT Tire and Service serving Central Wisconsin with excellence for over 20 years. Call 920-346-TIRE for all your automotive needs. PT Tire and Service Brandon. No job too big or too small. PT Tire and Service in Brandon does it all. Call today 920-346-TIRE.
Welcome to Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse. Here at Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
Welcome back here to Jeff's Jeff's live stream mess. Yep, you've got that going on here. Welcome back here to Jerry Meadema softball complex here, where the Lady Warriors dropped the doubleheader. The first game they lost 3-2. This one they dropped 7-3. Let's take a look at first of all the hitting here by the Trojans of Turner. They did a fantastic job here. A couple of players I want to call out. Casey Carroll was 2 for 3 in this game. Madden Saunders was 2 for 3 as well. Jayla Jackson was 2 for 4. Autumn Maris was 2 for 4. They had a total of 9 hits, 7 singles, 2 doubles, 7 RBIs, 4 walks, no strikeouts in this game for the Lady Trojans at the plate. Madden Saunders on the mound, 7 innings pitched. She threw 51 balls, 60 strikes for a total of 111 pitches. She gave up those 2 runs were earned. She had 3 strikeouts and 5 walks on 8 hits. So she had a fantastic job that she did at on the mound today as well as at the plate. See a couple here for Waupun as I pop over and look at some of the stuff here. Addie Braun was 2 for 3 at the plate in this game. Aubrey Farley was 2 for 4 and did a fantastic job. And I can't give you the pitching stats because I wasn't able to figure out how to switch out Aubrey and Leah on the mound. So I don't have exactly how things worked out. But again, 7 hits for the Trojans of Turner. 4 of the runs that they scored of the 7 were earned runs, but they did a fantastic job of traveling up here. You can see here on our post-game show a couple of things. First of all, before we take a look at our upcoming games, once again, we've got Strikeout Cancer coming up here. Here's the flyer that I found out on Facebook to share. If you'd like, we'd love to have you come down here on Tuesday to sponsor this, as the Waupun Warriors are taking on the Plymouth Panthers. We are not covering that game. You can see that on our it's not that we don't want to. Radio Plus is going to be here, so our competitor is going to be covering that game. So we cover other schools. You can see that we've got Laconia softball and baseball that night, as well as Oakfield baseball, as they're going to be taking on CWC on Tuesday. For us to cover 4 games like we're doing on Monday, it takes a lot of special effort for us to be able to do that. And again, it's about making sure that the games are covered. It's not that we don't love, we love the Waupun Warriors program. We love covering these girls. They do such an amazing job of representing our community and their schools so well. And I love the coaching staff as well. It's just it's not feasible for us to cover that on Tuesday, but we know that it's going to be a great event. But we're going to be here on Thursday when they're going to be covering Winneconne. And then we go cover baseball on Friday. You can see the schedule that we have here. And then baseball Monday and softball on Tuesday of the following week is what we've got here for our upcoming games that we're going to cover. Hope that you've enjoyed the broadcast here. I would like to have a quick prayer here, as it's part of our purpose and our mission as well. So if you would join me, Heavenly Father, we'd like to thank you again for the opportunity that we have to bring you this live streaming service and to cover these fantastic athletes and the programs that they have within their schools, and the opportunity to bring glory to you through this broadcast. I also want to thank you, Lord, for no injuries that we were able to see except for Caroline Kluge. We're going to put her in our prayers, and hopefully that she doesn't have too much of an injury that took place to that finger. Then we did see one of the players for Turner who had put some ice on the shoulder, and I pray that all will be well with her as well. Safe travels to Turner. We ask that you, Lord, that you'll be with them as well. And we thank you again for this wonderful day that we have here to breathe in oxygen and to bring glory to you. In your name we pray. Amen. Thanks again for joining me here on the broadcast. This is Jeff Sauer here, signing off. Take care. God bless, and we can't wait to see you at a diamond near us. Have a good day. Thank you for watching our broadcast. A shout out to our sponsors. This is Jeff Sauer. I hope you enjoyed our broadcast. Until next time, may God bless you today and every day.